here are the openings within it. So if you can see, there's a hole here, and that's called the fourth ventricle, and it's within the medulla, and is covered over in life by something called a telechoroidea, which is something that helps produce the cerebrospinal fluid. The third ventricle is right here inside of the diencephalon. And you can kind of see that it's kind of indented here. And that's connected to the fourth ventricle by what's called the cerebral aqueduct, which is this area right here. There's also a lateral ventricle inside of the cerebral hemispheres. So those are the hollows of the brain. This here is the cerebellum, and we call this pattern here the arbor vitae, which means tree of life, and it kind of looks like the arbor vitae plant, and that's where it gets its name. And so that's all of the cerebellum there. The pons is this swollen area that's present in mammals. And then if we look at this, we actually have the hypophysis or pituitary gland still located right there. And it connects up into the hypothalamus. So the hypothalamus, it's hard to see what's hypothalamus and the other areas of the thalamus, but this is the hypothalamus area here, and it's what interacts with the pituitary gland as well as with the optic nerve here. The thalamus is this central portion, and the circular part right here is sometimes referred to as the massa intermedia. And then this part right there, that is the epithalamus, and the main structure there is the pineal gland. Then we get our cerebral hemispheres up here, and they are connected to one another by the corpus callosum. The genu is the front part, back part, the splenium is the front part, and then the fornix is this section here underneath. And that's what connects the two cerebral hemispheres, at least in placental mammals. The central canal is what continues the ventricles further into the spinal cord. And that is pretty much what's going on in the sagittal section. If we spin this around, we can see that we actually still have some of the dura mater attached to this particular brain. And that's where the string is that I hung the brain up with to take pictures of. And you have this model available to you.